yesterday, Jackie and I talked about wanting what you want and whether you get it or not. We discussed that as a question and the facets that go into it. Well, today I'd like to add an example, maybe to bring it a little more home about this concept of wanting something and maybe you're may not getting it, or maybe you don't get it the way you think about you're going to get it. So I want to give you a real life example. The simplest is from my life. So for years, probably about 20 years, I wanted to have a healing business. I'd had health problems my whole life. I've been studying and then I took an iridology class and I took a Reiki class and then I started working with people, working not only on myself but with other people. And it's like, yes, I want to do this. I want to do this. And, you know, things went on. I went to massage school. I got an Aura camera. I expanded into Akashic Records and all manner of healing modalities, energy, body, mind, soul. I mean, all kinds of them. I just studied and studied and studied and practiced and studied and practiced and studied. You know, that's kind of how things go. And then I got into the divination arts of astrology and numerology and human design and more astrology and more human design. And so it's like study. And I wanted to be able to share this with people. I wanted to be able to support myself by sharing with people. So this was like my dream. This was what I wanted. But the thing is it didn't happen, at least in the way that I wanted it to. I tried this and I tried that and I tried this. I had mentoring. I had marketing classes. I hired mentors. I mean, this has gone on for like over 20 years. And so I learned a lot. But the point I'm trying to make is that sometimes you don't get what you want because maybe the timing is not right. So when I think back about my journey through trying to get what I wanted, my struggle to get what I wanted, it's like I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. And then there's the whole thing of fear. Did I know enough? Oh, someone else could talk a lot better than I could about that. Oh, you know, I don't think I could be successful. Oh, you know, other people are a lot more successful, and I can never aspire to be like them. And then I doubted, well, do I really have something valuable to offer? You know, do I, you know, it's like all these fears that were about me that I had to overcome. I'm still overcoming to be able to put myself out there. And then there's all the thing, you know, about the energy and the money piece. And at the time, you know, I was going through a divorce, so it's like I couldn't comfortably feel like, oh, I can just go out and start a new path and trust that everything's going to work. That didn't work. That wasn't part of my nature. And so I had to have a job. I had to have a source of income to pay for my kids to go to college. And so here I am trying to do my little healing business over here and at night and on weekends and trying to fit it in every little place I could. But I had to do this other work to make that money for myself. So here we go. There's another reason why the timing wasn't right. You know, so the timing was I didn't trust myself. I didn't trust that I knew enough, that I had enough wisdom to share with people that I could bring about something of value for both of us in an exchange. And the other thing was I just simply didn't have the time. I was being constantly pulled back into managing the businesses. And every time I would think I think this is part of the illusions that we all operate under. Every time I would think I have a little time to go work on my project, my healing business project, or to get clients or to do readings or whatever it was, I'd get sucked back into the businesses and there'd be problems there and I'd have to put all this aside and go take care of that. And believe me, that was like huge frustrating for me. But that was part of the journey. So then you get to the next level of trying to achieve what you want. And that has to do with letting go. So here we are. I'm a type that has to have plan B and C in place before I move from plan A. So it's like, how do you trust? How do you have everything in place so that you can step gracefully from this relationship, this work world, into this work world? And there's that transition place. So the whole theme of letting go is a real challenge. It's hard. It's hard to let go of what you know, even if you hate it, and step into what you don't know and is an uncertainty. And all my friends and mentors and everything say, oh yeah, you can do it, you'll be just fine. But it's hard for me to trust that. And so that was all part of the journey too, of beginning to accept and acknowledge who I am, my gifts, my abilities, that actually I do have value, and actually I have accomplished things, and I have been successful. And it's hard to, in our world we focus so much on what's out there, and we look around and we see what other people have, and we think, oh wow, I'm not good enough, or I don't have that, or whatever it is that we think. And it's hard to focus on what have we accomplished, what have I accomplished, what am I grateful for, what are my successes, and even if they're small successes. So the truth is, like we mentioned yesterday, sometimes you have what you want and you don't know that you have what you want. So the truth is, over these last 20 years, I actually have been developing a healing practice, a healing business. And it's not big and thriving like, I see other people have, but it's there. The roots and the foundation are there. And when I start appreciating that, then that's the foundation. And there's something that happens, and this is timing again. And I don't know how to get around timing, except that timing is a matter of aligning your body, mind, and spirit. And they have to, you have to deal with the fears. You have to have your intention. The intention has to align with what is like your core essence, the essence of who you are, the core theme of your life purpose. It has to all align. And then something clicks, and you'll feel it. You'll know it. It's like suddenly the door opens, or you get your focus all comes in, your attention all comes into one focus, or you'll just feel like grounded. You'll settle right in. It's like something happens. You'll feel it. Each person's going to feel it different. For me, it's like everything came into focus and it clicked, and I knew exactly what was going to happen. And so then, of course, things start happening. So that's what has to happen before you can actually get what you want. It's a process. It's not something that just you snap your fingers and there it is, which would be, well, I think it would be so much fun, but you know what? There's a certain amount of satisfaction you get from working, and I hate to say struggle, but there's a struggle is okay. Working through the challenges to get what you want. And when you get it, it's like, yes, look at all that I've accomplished. And so I invite all of you to explore what it is that you want, and where are you in that stage? Are you dealing with fear? Are you dealing with, well, you're probably dealing with timing, because timing includes dealing with the fear, dealing with letting go of what is no longer working. Like if you have to change jobs or change partners, it's painful to do, but you have to let go so that the door can open. So there's the letting go, there's the piece of, am I good enough, am I worthy enough? You have to deal with that. You have to deal with trusting that you have what it takes, or you wouldn't even desire to do this. So there's a lot of steps, and I'm definitely a work in progress. I've got further to go. And so we're all, and that's the other thing, is to realize that we're all in progress. We're all in the process, and it takes time, and it's okay, because that is the journey of our life, is to develop a sense of who we are, embrace who we are, love who we are, acknowledge the fact that we have had successes, and acknowledge those successes each step of the way. And then we are working towards answering the call of our destiny. So I hope this inspires you to take a look at your life and answer your call of your destiny.